I thought it was enlightening.
I would love to be able to see that maybe this program was heard by some of the grammar school children.
There's certainly a value to it.
3 top prosecutors weighing in on our years-long journey behind barbed wire. Inside some of the tri-state's toughest and largest prisons.
I committed unspeakable acts.
We were there to seek out solutions to the gun violence crisis.
How many people have you shot?
From an unlikely group of experts.
Over 12 people I know of.
In total, we surveyed 500 convicted killers in a first-of-its-kind study that shed light on their dark underworld.
I shot him.
Our findings revealed insight on everything from those inmates' preferred weapons to the real reasons why guns are so easily accessible.
It's just like you're ready to order a piece of pie.
But what we wanted to know above all else was what would have stopped these prisoners from pulling the trigger.
I'm going to say the after-school programs, having a place for kids to report to.
The interesting part for me was how almost everyone who you spoke to and who filled out your survey said they grew up in a life of violence. That's a problem that we see here on the streets in Nassau County. I have programs within my office. We go out and speak to, grammar school age children. And I think we do reach a good number of young people, but not everybody.
Which is why Nassau County District Attorney Ann Donnelly told me there was no other issue more important to her office than taking on gun violence.
I think the scope of the problem is bigger than most people realize. We took 341 guns off the street in 23. We took 328 off the streets in 24. There's a lot of guns out there.
One of the first things Donnelly did when she took office in 2022 was to create a special firearms suppression and intelligence unit, which has made a dent in the iron pipeline flow of guns to Long Island from down south. But she's candid about the challenges her team must still confront when it comes to ghost guns.
I think the problem is we're not getting to them. So that's something I'm hoping the firearms suppression unit and intelligence unit can work on, because they're made in secret, they're traded in secret, so it's difficult to track them down.
But there's one tool that Nassau and nearby Suffolk have in their arsenal, making an impact. It's a complex microphone system called ShotSpotter that's been set up in the top hotspots for gun violence across Long Island.
When a gun gets fired, it triangulates the location of the gunshot to within 7 feet. The gist of it is that every time a gun gets fired in Suffolk County, we want to be on the scene as quickly as possible.
Since implementing ShotSpotter in 2020, Suffolk District Attorney Ray Tierney told me they've seen a 54% decrease in shots fired complaints.
It's a multi-pronged attack.
Guns are too easily accessible. And I know some of the individuals that you interviewed for your documentary, they obviously have regret. It's important for the DA's office to go into communities and educate people.
Westchester District Attorney Susan Kikase is only 3 months into the job, but says she's already set her sights on early intervention, more buyback programs, and stricter sentencing for gun crimes.
I plan on holding people accountable for violent crimes. They have to be afraid of a consequence to their actions. The bail reform was not really helpful. They commit a crime, they get released. And I think the people of Westchester feel that. They're afraid to walk outside their homes. They're afraid to go to an outdoor mall after dark because there's a lot of crime going on. But with accountability, hopefully we turn the tide.
A multi-pronged fight being fought by prosecutors, police, and even the perpetrators.
I know my story can help save lives.
Tara Rosenblum, News 12.